Did you know North Korea has more tanks than the United States of America? But there is still one country that has more than all of them. So let's get started. By the way, these are rough 2024 numbers. In 10th place, we got South Korea at around 2,300 tanks. A cool little fact with South Korea is that all able men are required to serve in the military for at least 18 to 21 months depending on the type of service. This is probably because of the tension with North Korea, since they are still technically at war. This is because there is still no formal peace treaty signed. In 9th place, we got Syria at around 2,600 tanks. Syria's military once operated one of the largest tank forces in the Middle East. This was mainly during the Cold War when Syria heavily invested in Soviet-made tanks, building up a tank force for cheap, which caused serious regional conflicts such as the wars with Israel. In 8th place, we got Pakistan at 3,700 tanks. The Pakistan Army's Siachen Glacier Base is the highest permanently manned military base in the world, located at an altitude of over 20,000 feet. In 7th place, we got Iran at around 4,100 tanks. Iran has one of the largest and most developed drone programs in the world. Specifically unmanned aerial vehicle technology, also known as UAVs, producing different drones for surveillance, reconnaissance, and combat purposes, all while operating one of the largest and most diverse missile programs in the Middle East, developing a wide range of ballistic and cruise missiles despite international sanctions. In 6th place, we got India at around 4,600 tanks. The Indian Army is the world's third largest standing army in terms of active personnel, with India having one of the largest volunteer armies in the world, with over 1.4 million personnel. In 5th place, we got Egypt at around 4,700 tanks. Egypt's military is one of the oldest standing armies in the world. It goes back over 5,000 years to the time of the pharaohs, when ancient Egyptian soldiers defended the kingdom and helped build iconic monuments like the pyramids. In 4th place, we got China at around 5,000 tanks. China's military, known as the People's Liberation Army, is the largest standing army force in the world, with over 2 million active personnel. A unique aspect of the PLA is that it is not just a military force, but also deeply intertwined with the Communist Party of China. In 3rd place, we got the United States of America at around 5,500 tanks. An interesting fact about the United States military is that it operates the world's largest aircraft carrier fleet. The United States Navy currently operates 11 aircraft carriers. An aircraft carrier typically has a crew of around 4,500 to 5,000 people at a time. In 2nd place, we got North Korea at 6,700 tanks. The military-first policy in North Korea makes the military a priority in national affairs and resource allocation. This policy ensures that the military receives preferential treatment in terms of budget, supplies, and attention, at the expense of other sectors such as education and healthcare. And finally, in 1st place, we got Russia with nearly double at 12,600 tanks. An interesting fact about the Russian military is that it operates one of the largest nuclear arsenals in the world, including intercontinental ballistic missiles and submarine-launched ballistic missiles. So, how many tanks do you think Ukraine and Israel have? As of 2024, both have less than 2,000 tanks each, which would put them well below this top 10 list. However, Ukraine's military is rapidly modernizing and reforming its forces since the annexation of Crimea by Russia in 2014. So, did any of these countries surprise you? And how many tanks do you have? Let me know down below, and thanks for watching my new long-form format. I appreciate your support and everything you say. See you in the next one.